Okay, I'm going to move this up here. I don't know if it's casting my video here. I don't know if it's casting my video here. All right, I'm going to mute that. Okay, so welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you guys how I make a region switcher for the Pico 4. This is pretty much my bat files and things that I've used. I'm going to go ahead and update the scripts, apps, things like that. I'm going to leave the old Chinese apps because those don't matter as much. But the first thing you do is you get the firmware, or you get the device. You get it off the device. There's two ways to do that. We can actually download the firmware and extract it using a program. But I'm just gonna grab it with the Pico 4 that I have, because that's kind of what I need to do anyway. So we're gonna grab the my Pico 4, and we're just gonna go grab it out of there using FX file browser. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Hello, I'm updating the Pico 4 region switcher, or Pico region switcher. But thank you for watching. I know you're not going to be able to see anything, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab this real quick. We just need 3 files from the Pico 3. I'm actually going to grab 4 files because this time we're going to go ahead and grab one other thing real quick. We're going to grab the browser as well, because people probably want the browser as well. So I'm using FX file browser. You just go into split view in there. You go to system apps, and then you just go into downloads, and then I'm going to make a new folder. Actually, I'll just delete. Actually, I'll just put it in here because I don't need to delete anything. Okay, cool. So let me grab those files here. So we're looking for the matrix, we're looking for the store, and we're looking for Pico user thing. Oh, here's the Pico browser. So we just click in here and copy the APK. And then we just go in here and we paste it. Boom. Okay, it's pasted. All right, now we're gonna go to, we gotta get the Pico region switcher. So matrix over C, Pico matrix over C. That's what we need. And we're gonna go ahead and copy this, move over here, paste it in here. Boom. Okay, and now I need, what else? I need the store, Pico store. Copy APK. Boom. Pasted. Oh yeah, we also need, the user center, because that's important. Oops. Copy. And I don't know if I should even care about the other stuff, like the chat and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna even update that, because a lot of times those don't even work. Well, let's update them just in case. I'm gonna update the Fit app and friends, so we'll just get those two while I'm in here. May as well. Paste. Pico friends. I mean, sometimes they don't even work anyway, but like, I don't even know if half this crap's gonna work anymore. Okay, so I got all that crap. Let's go ahead and yeah, I'm on 5.2. I'm on 5.7. This is where I'm getting it from. So that's where I'm grabbing these files from. So let's go ahead and see if I can find my Pico 4. Here we are. Okay, they're in the downloads here. As you can see, I have all the files here in 5.70. So I'm just updating the apps. We're going to go ahead and update the features. These are from 5.60. As you can see, we're just going to delete these out. And for some reason, it's not letting me delete these. Oh, because they were already gone. Okay, so we need to put in there, we need to put the that's the Messenger app. And then we need the PicoFit. So those are now updated. And we can do like, if we go in, we can make like a note for us that it's in 5.7, but I'm just going to go ahead and just put it in as the name of the program. Okay, so global, we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to keep the old PVR home because it doesn't really matter. That one doesn't get updated that often. So we're just going to go ahead and we'll just grab the matrix, the store, the user center. Perfect. I do have the browser, but I don't know if I want to keep the browser. But we'll just do that for now. And that's pretty much it. And then we need a notepad. So I'm going to go grab a notepad and I'll show you guys kind of how the scripts work in here. Okay, just go in here, just create a new one, close this one. All right, so you can just grab here. You can see kind of the scripts of what people, of how it's been used. It's just, you just drag and drop the bat file. Okay, so region checker, this is that. You can see that like it's going to install the Pico apps under apps regions. So what's in app regions? It's basically the open Pico settings, the settings and stuff like that. So this is kind of nice because the region checker installs those applications that onto your Pico headset. I did that for a reason, so that people can clear the cache out of their Pico, like out of the app inside their Pico. Because in here, I still have it set to clear the cache, but because the protection inside the Pico, it blocks it from being able to be used. So that's that. And then it says to install the APKs in this folder. So the global folder, it's going to install those apps. And then I then tell it to clear the cache twice, and it's going to fail because it really doesn't work. So if you see that this fails, and maybe I should add in echo if you see something fail. And that's what I'll do. If using my okay, so yeah, so now I'm having it say if you see it fail, clear it manually. You also need to set regions manually. So what I'll do too is I'll do another echo line. Pico settings. Okay. And then I have the region set here to be initialized. Okay. So it'll tell you what region the headset is actually put into currently. So what we're going to do is just save it like you normally would save a notepad. And now this is all updated. And clearing cache. Yeah, you're going to have to manually clear the store, the visual user, things like that, and the matrix. Yeah. And it says what it is to clear. So if you don't know what you're talking about, then you know. China, I'm just gonna leave because the stuff they know a lot more stuff in China on how to do things. And then these are global features. These are the friends and apps stuff, and it'll also install. So if you go in here, global features, it's just the two APKs. So it's all in friends and PicoFit pretty much. CN setbat. I only did this because if it does work, you can try it, but it's not like it may not even work anyway because it's just the scripts kind of break. They're kind of broke. So YOLO, right? Okay, so the this one sets it to GB, but it's pretty much not gonna work. And then yeah, dead project v2. Okay. And then we have that notepad. Oh, I should have just opened it here to make it easier. Okay, so now all we got to do now is just to add it to my website, or add it to my settings here. So what we got to do now is we're going to change the name of the program because we updated everything. I'm going to leave the old APKs for China because it really doesn't matter on that, because they're not really watching for that. They're watching more for the global stuff. So now we're going to go ahead and do version 5.7. And then I'm just going to kind of put dots in between because for some reason scripts don't like to run from spaces. So we'll do that. Maybe that'll help fix it. And then I'm going to compress the file. And I'm just going to normally zip it because it's going into OneDrive. So let me go into my OneDrive here. Okay. Drive. Where's my, how do you get into OneDrive? Oh, it's OneDrive.live.com. Okay. So let me sign in to my OneDrive. And then I'll go to my recents, my files, public, and then I'll upload that zip file. So let's look for that zip file. So all we got to do now is just go to desktop, look for the extracted region switcher 5.70. Drop it in here, and then I'll just drop the link. I would show my OneDrive, but because of people are kind of crazy, maybe if I just do that. There we go. So I'm uploading it now, and it's taking a minute. So let's see here. Yeah, so it's going to take a minute, and then once I have it public, I can then I'll just make it a public system. Yeah. Don't know what else to really explain on my region switcher. I mean, it's pretty simple. Mostly how I learned. Yeah, so basically if you use, there's another way to do it too. So like if you go and you download a zip file, and then you go and you grab, like, maybe it's on the desktop, like I have like what is it called? Let me look on my server here real quick. Nope, that one's gone. Okay. So I have this tool, which is the DXY tool. And I think it's on the desktop. Okay, so you have this. Okay, I'm gonna actually cancel that because I have the DXY tool on my desktop. That's what I thought. So DXY tool. So you have this DXY tool, right? And then if you run the DXY tool, then you can take a extracted folder, like it'll run through everything. Like here's the 5.70 Chinese firmware from the Neo 3. Okay, the Pico 3 or whatever, and then it extracts it, whatever, and it extracts it into here. Then you go into system, then you can go into system again, then apps, and then it shows all the apps, and then you can go in and like PUI messenger, and I could have probably just grabbed the messengers and like or the store from here and dropped it in, because I mean literally it's literally right here, like the matrix. I could have just done that for the Chinese apps, but I really didn't care because like about that part of it with this one, because I know they're gonna have more updates. They just came out with the Pico 3 update of 5.71. So yeah, and then I have DXY tool, but I can upload that as well if you need a DXY tool, but it will come back as a virus. Let's see, I think I have DXY tool, but I would have to put it into, if I go in here and go back to my thing, and then I go in here and get the DXY tool. Oh, I have it 7-zipped. So yeah, so I have it password protected, I think. Yeah, and that's just Pico. So I have it somewhere, but I'll add it here. So that way, if you guys want it, you can have the DXY tool, and I'll just include it. But here, let's share this one. Anybody can edit. No, anybody can view, apply, copy, and there's my. I got the DXY tool from China. A guy from China. Like he first came in to the scene. His name was Tom. His name's Tom, but he goes by Tom. But before that, he went by like some other name. But I'll upload it and give it to you. I probably have it on my Google Drive already, but I'll do that. And it's my normal Pico password because I have to encrypt stuff, and I don't know how. I don't know how Microsoft is when it comes to sharing files like that, because it does come as a virus. So you want to disable your virus protection when you run this, because it is Chinese software and it's tagged. But those are the tools that you guys can have in the link, and it'll show in the live chat or whatever for these tools. Let me make sure that I shared the correct thing. Yeah, because let me make sure. Region switcher, okay. That one was region switcher. Let's see what this other one was. Yeah, that one's a region switcher. Let me grab the correct one, because the one I shared was actually for There we go. So hopefully that one is the right one. Let me double check it. DXY tool. Sweet. Okay, cool. So yeah, those are my files. So yeah, so that's all I do. I just grab the APKs from the latest thing. Normally I like to grab them from the headset itself instead of from zip files, because when you get it from the when you get it from here, let's see, the DXY tool. Where's my DXY tool? It may be desktop, DXY tool. When you get it from here, a lot of times the apps that are inside here are old, like for some reason, but the apps that are installed in the system, even though you get it from the latest app, those ones usually are more up to date. And it seems like with this latest firmware, it's getting less and less priv apps, because there usually was originally priv apps in here in older runs of that. So if I go in here and see if I have my DXY tool here, I might not even have it here because it's a new install. Yeah, I don't have DXY tool on here anymore, but it usually shows priv apps or something like that. Yeah, you just, when you run this, you just run this exe file, exe, and then you just put the zip file in here, and it'll like do it. So you just go in here and just like click here, and then you click OK. I want to do a ROM, so you just click ROM zip 55. You hit 55 because that's what it's asking you to do, and then it tells you which one do you want to use. You click the firmware that you want. You press 1. It'll create a folder for you, and then it'll go through a process, and it takes time to do that. And that's pretty much how this folder was made. It's a pretty simple tool, pretty easy, but it does get flagged by viruses from Windows, so it will block it. And see, that's the original way that the zip file was. Oh, this was like something else. Yeah, I don't know. It's some weird Chinese app, but most of the stuff's Chinese anyway. Yep, that's the software I use to extract firmware. You can't just open up these. If you open up a zip file, like a update thing, it's not going to show you the system, like the system patch file. See, it's just DAT. System DAT doesn't work because it won't let you do anything. It just comes back as jarbled. See, there's no way to run it. So this program just extracts the zip file for you. And that's how you do it, pretty much. It's simple, it's easy. But yeah, so I mean, you have the files, you can extract firmware from it, you know, just download whatever you want. There you have it. Not very hard to do. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you do the DXY tool thing, it will say that you need a password. So if you go in here, and then you try to extract it, it'll ask for a password, and the password's Pico. So yeah, but yeah, so that's, I don't know, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much how I do it. I mean, I don't really know of anything else to do. I mean, there's 561. Oh, it's 561 global store apps, China store apps. Don't really need that anymore. And this is the new, you know, Pico streaming assistant, I guess. And then I did find a really cool website earlier today. So if you go in here, there's the beta test or whatever. This is the one you showed me, but like, you go in here, they have like updates for like what's going on, and then $1.50 for apps, or $99 or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know. But like, let's see what this one, Pico Worlds. Nobody even talking about Pico Worlds. Oh, okay, they're gay then. But let me see. Where is, oh, here it is. So there's this. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, probably. Oh, that thing, it takes up a lot of RAM, like because it's extracting stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And most of my time spent in big screen, but I mean, I do have the streaming assistant here with my Intel graphic card, you know. But like, I mean, I do have it set. It does work. Like, one app works. But it could be my installation too. I might have to reinstall Windows and see if it's the if the problem isn't maybe the problem is the type of Windows I'm running, because I'm running a light version. So I might have to reinstall Windows again and see if it'll run. But oh yeah, that's firmware for work. But yeah, yeah. What is this? Oh, it's IMEIs. Okay. Alright, well, those are SSID or SIM card numbers. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, well, I think that's pretty good. I'm not sure what else to really do. I mean, there's other people that have problems with like Steam. But if you install like Windows Mixed Reality with your Steam VR on shitty stuff, this might make things work for you. So this might fix some people's problems with Steam VR. Even though it's kind of nothing, I have have Windows Mixed Reality on here. So it might help you guys if you guys are using Streaming Assistant. But like, yeah. And what's cool too is if you click on help, they have a website just dedicated to how to connect your Pico, and like they have tutorials on how to connect the Pico to the internet and how to use Streaming Assistant. And then like if you have other questions, they tell you how to like set up your network to make sure that your Pico assistant's on the same network and to not have the firewall blocking it. I mean, they're very, very helpful tips and stuff. And then you can change the, let's see what else there is. Well, they have quite a few guides. They also have like a shit ton of other guides, and they explain like for like why you want to use 5 gigahertz, and explaining, you know, you should connect to 5 gigahertz or whatever. There's like information about graphics cards in here and how to update your drivers and stuff. Very, very handy. A lot of this stuff's very handy if you get stuck with Streaming Assistant. Yeah. How do you extract updates, for example? Like, all I did was just use that program If it's a full update, you can use DXY tool and it'll extract it. You just put it inside the DXY tool like folder, and you just pick it. You just pick 55 for the ROM because it's ROM zip. It's a ROM zip. Pick 55, and then you just hit enter. Since I highlighted it broke, but you 55, enter. Then you just pick one. Number 1 is the zip file that you want to use, and then you just hit 1, enter, and it'll extract it into this folder for you. That's all you need. Yeah, and then it'll extract it all out for you. And then you just go inside the folder after it's done, and you just go into system. You just go into the system folder, and you go into the system folder again, and then you go in the app, and there you go. You have all your apps that come with the device, and then you pull out the apps that you need. There's also other things like build prop. If you want to look at the build prop, you can do this. You just go, let me go back over here to my region switcher app here and open up a notepad. And then you can just open up build prop. You can then see what the build prop is saying. It says that this is 5.7 system build. This is what it's for. It's telling you the what headset it's for. It also tells you that it's an incremental update. It tells you that it's for the Neo 3, and it tells you what else is it telling you? Let's see. Yeah, so it shows other things that are enabled, and then the codecs that it can use in the video player that's enabled in the Linux. It tells you there's just certain little things about the build. There's nothing of you can't just decrypt the whole firmware with this build prop. That's not what this is about. This is the information that in Android, when you have a phone, the Google Play Store reads this as, oh, okay, it's this version, okay, and they use this version stuff to figure out what you have. That's why it knows, oh, this is not acceptable in this for your device, because it's reading this device. It also helps web browsers. So when you go to websites, it'll tell you what the device is in the web browser. So if you go use your browser on your Pico, it'll tell the website what device you have. So it uses the build prop to identify your product. That's why it says when you go to those spam sites, it says, oh, update your whatever phone to whatever it is, because it's using this to know what phone you have. So it's pretty handy stuff. It's a lot of developers for apps use the build prop to design their apps to work with it. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, but that's just the build prop stuff. That's pretty cool. And then and this is what I was talking about, pre-check. So with the Pico Pro, this has the pre-check of the application, the APK. So what happens is the Pico runs this app to see what kind of hardware you have on your device. So it'll check to see if you have a Pico Pro or if you have a Pico 4. And that's why the enterprise is able to know what you have, because you can use the same firmware and it just checks it, and then it gives you the limited store. I hope one day we can get temporary root where we could just enable and disable things ourselves, or a way to get this out without changing the key, in an update, which I don't know of any way to do that. PVR, it shows so much stuff. it shows like so much stuff you can go through if if you want. This shows you the hosts, the host folders stuff. It's some stuff might be worth looking into, so other stuff is just worthless time. Worthless stuff that you don't really need to know. It's just kind of there. I mean, this is throughout your whole headset. Let's see. And then you have mounted. Like this is just like folders that it creates in the root of your Pico. So this folder here, this stuff here, is basically this here. Pretty much like if you go to it's just parts of it anyway. I think there's more that you could like look into. I need to delete this folder out because it's useless now. But yeah, anyway. There's that. I think this is the root folder inside your Pico, not inside the file browser, because that's just the storage anyway. Let's see. Sometimes it has newer apps somewhere in here, and I don't really remember where it's at. But in the anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much the DXY tool. It's pretty cool, pretty easy to use, just whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and in this live stream I just thought you guys would find this stuff interesting, and now you guys know how I make the region switcher. So if you guys ever wanted to make a region switcher and update it and do it your guys yourself, you guys can do it. You don't really need me to do it. I'll probably continue just doing it just for the hell of it, but I really don't care. Oh, I also need to give the latest browser. So OneDrive. Okay, let me go back to my here it is. Okay, cool. So then I just go here, upload a file, show all files, go to my Pico 4, download, because that's where I stuck it, and then the latest browser. Where is the browser at? Here. ByteDance, Matrix, no. Where is the browser at? Oh, here it is. Cool. Alright, cool. And I'll just rename it as... what browser is that? I forget. I have to know which version. So that I'll rename it so that we don't know, like, so we don't, like, give it out as, like, oh, I'm downgrading my browser. Yeah, whatever. But, let's just open up my Pico browser here. Settings. About browser. It's 3322. So, okay. 3.3.2.2. Okay. So I can just do releases or guides. Okay, so I got that, and then we just gotta share the region switcher. Just copy link. Anybody can view. Copy. Okay. There's the region switcher. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we have the browser. I gotta edit the name. Um, 3.3.2.2. Okay, we're gonna have to share. Anybody can view. Copy. So now I have the latest browser. So there we go. Now we got the latest browser. Oops. Okay. Oh, like that? I just got this. I got DXY from my friend from China. He gave it to me when I first started. So that's it. That's all. That's how I got it. But I got this done. This is all ready to go, and it's under guides in my Discord. So if you guys want the latest browser, you guys can go there, or you can just, since you're watching the video, I'll just post it here. That's the browser. So there you guys go. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys